Preview. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's the wrong camera. Oh, well. Wait, let me see if I can change the camera. Share screen, mute, edit. No, not gonna do that. Well. You get my computer camera. Let me clean it off a little bit. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Place Launch Day. I brought a very special guest with me. My gorgeous Mama Gwen. Hello, everyone. And of course, as always, let me know who you are, where you're checking in from, and what you're working on today. Maria said, I will have to see what pricing 2 separate orders looks like with tariffs. Yeah, I would definitely try and condense. I don't think the tariffs are necessarily going to be an issue because remember, the tariffs are a percentage of your purchase, but it's the shipping that is going to be the issue if you do 2 separate orders. So, hello, everyone, and welcome. Just want to throw it out there. Happy Place is now available, solid and melange. And today we're going to spend a bit of time, playing around with palettes, talking projects. And I also have an incredibly special announcement. If you were on the Instagram or the Hive Lives, zip it. Don't you spoil it for our friends, okay? Just make sure you stick around until the end for that very special announcement. And if you are picking up some Happy Place today, please be sure to use code HP2025 for 20% off your Happy Place. And that is only valid for 24 hours. So don't dilly-dally, okay?
It only on Happy Place?
It is only on Happy Place, solid and melange. It is not valid for Apricity or anything else on Hobbie's website. So 20% off, use code HP2025 for 20% off Happy Place solid and melange. Okay, I see we've got a friend here from Texas. We've got Tennessee in the house. The Faroe Islands are here. Amazing. Mount Vernon, New York is here. So is Virginia. Clarissa said, hi, Mama Gwen. Tombra is here. Girl, you've been hanging tough all day. Thank you. Thank you for sticking it out with us, girl. Good morning.
We sad now.
Leslie from Ontario is here. We also have M from Japan, getting ready for bed, but wanted to watch a little. It's got to be late where you are. What is it, about 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night? We've got Georgia in the house, Virginia, Wyoming, Sweden. Oh my gosh. Philly is here, and so is the Netherlands, France, Idaho, Texas. Oh my gosh. That's why. Well, thank you so much for coming to hang out. Feel free to chitty chat, and we will definitely be checking the chat as we go. But I wanted to share with you a few things that are going on with Happy Place. First and foremost, we'll let you know about our outfit. Yeah. So I am wearing my Josie shawl. So this is a pattern that I released ages ago. Did a collaboration with We Are Knitters, and the original sample was made in an Aran weight cotton, which was really nice for that singular time of the year. But I wanted to remake this in Happy Place because, of course, we've got a lighter DK weight, and also it's a wool cotton blend, which means that it's breathable but still warm. So really perfect for transitional seasons. You can go from spring to fall to winter with this. You can even do some stuff in the summertime with some nice lacy stitches. So it really is a nice everyday yarn. So I'll show you this a little bit closer. So you can see it's a granny stripe, and it starts down here. So you start with just one cluster. Sorry, Mom. So you start with one.
Okay, no, go ahead.
You start with one cluster down here at the bottom, and then you begin to increase along this inside edge. So you're adding a cluster every 2 rows. So you can almost directly translate this pattern from the original into a version with Happy Place. I think we use the same hook size even. Yeah. So that is a project that you can very easily substitute in Happy Place for, make it as big as you like.
Yes.
We have Linda from the Fiber Fest, but missed the class. Oh, I'm so sorry that you missed the class. Yeah, those sold out within an hour.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad. A lot of people missed that class. So as far as the colors that I use for this, and I think you could have fun and make a zillion different color palettes, but the colors that we use were all melange because we got to give the melange some love, y'all. So we use lilac melange. We also use almond melange, and we used dreamy melange. So that's colors 13, 26, and 16. So you can see that the dreamy melange really comes off like a light sky blue. And then you have almond, which is our brightest neutral. So it's like a little closer to not quite white. It's like an off-white, a nice kind of like warm white. And then we have lilac, which is that nice, pretty pastel purple. And they came together really beautiful in this shawl. And what I like about it is even though these colors are quite light, it doesn't feel like babyish.
No.
You know, the melanges definitely have a pastel
you were
feel.
about that, but I think
I was.
really
I was worried that it would be too like babyish, too like childish as far as colors, but I think it's just fun.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really, really cute. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you get into formulating your fiber blends? It's really just a matter of finding what it is that I want to work with, and also something that feels very different than what's out there. So wool cotton blends are starting to become more popular, but when we first came out with Happy Place, they were really tricky to find. And I did want something that kind of brought the best of both worlds. So that's how we ended up with this. And then a DK weight because it's a little bit lighter for anybody who kind of runs hot. It's nice to be able to have your garments breathe a little bit. Speaking of, Beba Mama, do you want to tell them what you're wearing?
Yes, I am wearing just one of the ponchos that I pretty much make. And if you can see the colors.
So pretty. So gorgeous.
I have a lot of the colors. I have a few OGs, but most of the ones from here up
are new colors.
These last two were the gray two. Yeah, so I have a few old and a few new. And I'll take it off so that you can
we can see it
up and see it closer.
So I'll hold this up, and there was a question, is this itchy? And I'd say not at all.
No,
not at all.
I'm very sensitive, and it is not.
It's not at all. I would say that the cotton definitely tones down the wool and makes it a lot more comfortable. And then the wool is like a natural sheep's wool, but it's been combed pretty extensively to take out a lot of those like snarly bits.
Toothy.
It's very soft. And I would say
wool.
One thing I noticed is this Happy Place, this iteration of Happy Place is actually softer than original Happy Place. So we did change mills. That's one of the reasons that Happy Place has taken so long to come back, is we had to find a mill that could make Happy Place exactly how we wanted it to be. So the place that we found does a fantastic job, and it's incredibly soft. So this is Mom's poncho. Mom does not write patterns, so I'm going to break this down for you really quick. So she did granny stripe, but instead of doing 3 doubles, she did 2 doubles for her bricks. And then as far as sizing, you're going to measure around your neck to where it feels comfortable. And then you're going to pick 2 points on opposite sides of your circle to place your increases. So right at your shoulders is where it increases. And then throughout the body, you're just working even. Okay. I hope that makes sense, because that's as much of a pattern as you're going to get. M said, I'm thinking about making a worsted weight project with Happy Place. What would you recommend pairing with Happy Place to get a worsted weight yarn? You could pair it with a mohair, something lace, because it's already a DK weight. If you hold it double, you're going to get something closer to like an Aran or even a light bulky. But if you just want to go up to a worsted, you could hold it with another lace weight yarn. You could do cotton thread. You could hold it with a cotton thread. That would work too if you didn't want fuzzy.
Fun or colorful or metallic.
Yeah, anything lace weight. So not a category 1, not fingering weight, lighter. Category 0, which is lace weight. So that's what I would recommend. Estrella ordered her Happy Place. Woo! Yay! I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so if y'all want to throw out some color palette ideas, definitely let us know. We are more than happy to show you some palettes. Mom had another project. So if you are a knitter and want to see what Happy Place looks like knit, we have this project here. Do you want to tell them about it?
Well, I was making a skirt. I did not get a chance to finish it yet.
Cute.
I'm going to finish and put an I-cord and steam the bottom. And it is going to be my fall fun with some tights and some cute Doc Martens.
It's so cute. I love that it's not heavy.
It is. It looks like it would be, but it's really not.
It's not.
It's really not heavy. The yarn is not heavy.
It's not.
It is not a heavyweight yarn, and that's one of the reasons I like it.
So
really I just wanted to show the colors and how they look knitted up.
Beautiful. So for the waistband, are you just gonna like put elastic and fold it down, or are you gonna do a separate?
I'm gonna do an I-cord.
Ooh.
And just fold it over and sew it down. And
gorgeous.
that is the extent of it. But I just wanted to show it knit. I usually knit up a little bit for
love
you
it.
guys.
I did see a big question mark up here. So Famira said, can you show these together? Cobalt. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
This is what I've been waiting for. Okay, so she said cobalt, matcha melange. So that's this one. Cobalt, matcha melange, and black melange. So that one. Oh, there you go. That is a very interesting combo. Probably not one I would have picked immediately, but I could see you making that work. I think it would really depend on how you do any striping or color work, because that's a lot of color going on.
Yes.
But you can make that work for sure. Now, I would almost suggest iron instead of black, because it's a little bit lighter of a gray. It's not, you know, full on opaque black. It's a little bit lighter, and I think it balances this palette a little bit better. That would be my recommendation. Did you throw in the melange? Take the gray out. So this is this one is herb. So this is herb melange, matcha melange, and then cobalt. So there's those three together. So you got lots of options. That matcha is quite bright. There's a window behind us, so it's giving us a little bit of glare, but there you go. Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Could you please do a subtle rainbow palette with light, not bright colors? So we're going straight up melange. So you want to do brick. Yep, let's do brick. She said not bright, so let's do honey. Red, yellow. You want to do orange? Let's do pumpkin up there. Yellow. Let's do herb. Let's do that one. Green, a blue. Which one you think? Cobalt. Lovely. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, yes. Okay, so we have brick. Oh, we're throwing in the purple too. Ooh, got a little bit of lilac. Okay, so we've got brick, pumpkin, honey, herb. Which one was this? Right there. I think this one's cobalt, and then lilac. All melange. So if you want something that is not on the brighter side, something that's a little bit more pale, a little bit closer to pastel, that's where your melanges come in. These are beautiful to complement the solids, but you don't need a solid in a melange palette to make it work. This is gorgeous. This will make such a pretty sweater.
Oh yeah.
This will make an absolutely stunning sweater. You could do something striped. You could do color work. You know what this would look great with? Mosaic crochet.
Oh, yeah.
Like some interlocking stitches.
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
Beautiful. Yeah. Great choice here. Yeah. I love that.
See if I can get all this back. Give it to me.
Okay. I love that. Great choice. If you've got other palettes, let me know. A goth palette. Okay, so my first thought is black and iron. Goth, which is grape. We'll do grape. I think maybe Eden as well. What's missing? Tell me what's missing. Oh, and brick. And brick. Yeah. That's what's missing. Yeah. There you go. There's your goth palette right there. Yeah, I know, that's right?
Smoky delicious.
I love that. Okay, so we've got iron, black, grape, Eden, and brick. Now, heads up, there are a few colors currently missing from the launch of Happy Place because they didn't quite match what we had in mind. So we had to send them back to the mill, and thankfully they are being accommodating. We'll get those colors back soon. The colors that are missing are brick, black, we're missing moose, and then we're missing stormy, which is the mid gray. And we knew that we were going to be missing stormy. That's a color that's been really tricky to get right. We didn't even get it quite right with the first round of Happy Place.
The last one came out with pink in it.
Yeah, we had it with pink in it one time. The one that they showed us more recently had like some yellow tones in it. So we're like, forget it. But those colors will be available soon. So you can get Eden and grape and iron for now, and then just get black and brick when they're ready. I love that. I love that you asked for a goth palette. I hadn't even put one of those together, but we have a very well-rounded rainbow here, and you can pretty much make a palette for anything. I love it. Gloria said, Tony, I want to make your Hexa-granny cardigan. What's a good palette? You can pick anything.
You'd have
So,
is there a base color that you would
yeah,
like to
if there's,
start with?
yeah, tell us one color that you for sure want to have in your Hexa-granny, and then we will make you a palette. Now, I will share what I'm making a Hexa-granny out of. So this morning, I was chatting with the Hive on a live stream for Happy Place, and I was saying that I want to do a poison ivy themed Hexa-granny. So of course, Poison Ivy is a villain from Batman, okay? And she's like all green and she's got red hair. So I was originally gonna go with all greens and neutrals, and somebody reminded me we gotta get something in there for her red hair. So this is my Hexa-granny palette. I'm going with Eden, Matcha, Herb, Scarlet, okay? And then, is it almond? No, what did we say? Iron? Iron. So originally I was adding in a brown, but I think I'm gonna go iron instead. So this is my Hexa-granny palette. So that's Eden, Matcha, Herb, Scarlet, Iron. Look at that. I'm starting this weekend. Okay. It's happening. Do it. I'm doing it. And I just gotta decide like what kind of stuff, like, do I want to put a hood on it? Do I want a big collar? What shape do I want to do for the sleeves? How long am I going to make it? There's so many ways to customize it. That you can open up in the back. Gosh, that'd be so cute. So we got options, but like for your Hexa-grannies, I think this is an absolutely fantastic yarn for it. I would go a little bit tighter on the gauge than you're used to, just so that cotton doesn't stretch out too much. But yeah, any 5 colors really. And you can just carry those up your project. You don't even necessarily have to like cut and reattach. So that's what I'm doing. But I would love to know what colors y'all want to see for Hexa-grannies. Just let me know. Chris said, good morning. Been wanting to try, but worried about tariffs when buying from Hobbii. So the tariffs are definitely a concern. But if you use that code HP2025, you do get 20% off. And I was mentioning earlier, in case you missed it, that I did a test basket. So I put 5 skeins of Happy Place in the basket, put on the code, and it got me my 20% off. And my cart ended up coming to about, well, with the yarn just by itself, it was about like $48 or so. And then with the code, it dropped the price down about $39. But then with the taxes, tariffs, and shipping, my final cart was about $48. So very close to the original price of just the yarn. So the code ended up taking off my taxes, my tariffs, and my shipping. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Now, just keep in mind, though, that that code HP2025 is only valid for 24 hours. So pretty much by this time tomorrow morning, the code's no good. And so again, it's only valid on Happy Place Solid and Melange. It is not valid on Apricity or any other yarns from Hobbii. It is only valid for the Happy Place Solid and Melange colors. Okay. Y'all let me know what other colors you want to see. I didn't see honey. Did you mean ochre? No, it's called honey. Right? Did they change the name of it? Let me double check. Solid. Do. Oh, they did call it ochre. It's supposed to be called honey. That's weird. Well, the original Happy Place color in this like really warm yellow was called ochre, but we changed it to honey. That might not have made it to the whole team. Let me double check. The rest of the names look right. Eden, Matcha, Herb, Harvard, Grape, Lilac, Orchid, Aubergine, Sand, Almond, Glacier, Iron, Lollipop, Rose, Espresso, Cocoa. Yeah, the rest of them are right. So I guess they decided to call this ochre. I'm going to keep calling it honey. Okay, fine. I'll call it ochre. Fine. We'll call it ochre. I don't want to confuse anybody. I guess they decided that the yellow is going to be called ochre. Thanks for the heads up, Monica. I did not realize that they changed the name on me. So Baby Girl Loves Pink said, can I see the pinks together, please? Lollipop and the Melange in particular. So we'll start there then. We've got a lot of gorgeous pinks. Y'all know I love pink too. Can I see the Melange, please? So this is Lollipop. This is one of the OG colors, and we asked them to keep it exactly the same. I think if anything, it might have gotten a little bit more pink, a little bit more vibrant. Which is lovely. I love it so much. It's a very nice, bright, hot pink. And then we throw in the Melange, and it just cools it right off, right? It's a beautiful balance. So the Melange is essentially the wool is dyed, but not the cotton. So we have that same bright pink on the wool, but then the cotton is left natural. So you get this nice light pink to go with it. And then we have, sure. So we have Rose. So this is Rose Solid. This is a new color, a nice soft pink. And then we have the melange to go with it. So remember, the wool is dyed, but not the cotton. So we've got a nice balance between those two. And then we have, what was that? Oh, and then we have Crystal. So this is Crystal Solid and this is Crystal Melange. Sorry for the glare. These two do end up being very similar in color because they're both really light, but the Melange is even lighter. It's an even softer pink. So if I'm looking at it, like, you can kind of see it a little bit better from farther away, but those are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Definitely.
very different. So this one's like more pink and this one's a little bit less pink, a softer Melange color. And then the other one I'll show, a little bit like a pink purple. So this one is called Orchid. This is color number 17. Okay. So this is the solid and this is the melange. And I think this is so pretty. I think it coordinates really well with all the other pinks in the palette as well as the purples. It's kind of like a bridge color between the two. So that's the solid and that's the melange. So there go your pinks. Really, really lovely collection of pinks. I'm super happy with that. Okay, so Gloria, for her Hexa-granny, she says she wants the base to be grape.
Great.
Great choice. Great choice, because you could go in a zillion directions for this. So I'm going to do one first, and then I'll have you do one.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we're starting the base with grape. Okay. I think we're going to do grape. I'm going to throw in... I know! Okay, so we're going to do grape. I think I want to do... this or this? Which one?
It's yours.
I know. Okay. I'm going to do Grape Harbor. I'm going to do Herb. Okay. Roll with me now.
Yeah, I'm going with you.
I'm going to put in Glacier.
Okay.
And I'm going to finish with... I know. It's so hard. I'm going to finish with...
Give us something.
It needs a pop? Cobalt? No. Which one?
Aubergine?
Aubergine?
Is it too dark?
No, it's not. That's perfect. There we go. So there's your grape. And then I did Harbor, Herb, Glacier, and Aubergine. I think that's really pretty.
That is
very timeless.
Very.
This feels very timeless. Also unisex as well.
Yes, I think it's unisex. I think it's also you could wear it year round.
Absolutely. It's not no season, right, no set season.
Just a winter or fall, or you could wear that year round.
Definitely. Oh, good. That was a nice challenge. I like that. Okay, your turn. What you got?
Okay. So you go with the purple first,
yes.
Right.
Are you doing solid or melange?
I'm gonna do the
solid. Okay.
I want the black.
The black. Nice.
I'm gonna go with the gold.
Okay, a little bit of ochre. We'll throw that in there. Okay. Give me her. All right, we're throwing a little bit of cocoa. Oh, I like that. All right, one more. I know. The green. The green. Eden. Ooh, that's so fun. I do see what you mean about a pop. Definitely needs one. Yeah. So we've got grape, black, ochre, cocoa, and Eden.
She is much more fall.
Definitely.
But I like the tonality of all of them. They have the same hue. Really, really gorgeous. So that's super fun too. Yeah, you can take it in so many different directions. I think the grape color especially works well with a lot of different colors within this palette. Definitely. Because you could also take the grape and do like something around a rainbow. You could do all purples. Definitely. Because there are so many purples. Yes. Purple. You could do a collection of like green, purple, blue. Because those all sit next to each other on the color wheel. Purple with the grays. So like if you wanted to do grape, stormy, iron, what else? This is iron melange and stormy melange. Look at that. Really beautiful. So you could take two neutrals, get the solid and the melange, and then add in your favorite color. That's a really simple and easy palette to create too. Which one? This one. Okay. And then that's grape melange. Ooh, I like that even better. So that's grape, solid, glacier solid, iron solid, and then iron melange and grape melange. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that.
So 2 neutrals. Well, you could grab 2 neutrals, one of their melange, and then a solid and its melange. So many options. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Yes. There you go. There you go. And you go here and here and you go here. Okay. What else? Herb and aubergine. Could that be something? Okay, let's see. So aubergine and herb can absolutely, this is the start of a gorgeous palette. So what are you throwing here?
I'm going in there with that.
So we're going with the Eden melange. What else?
The aubergine melange.
Aubergine melange. You could, and then I'd probably do cocoa.
Yeah.
So nice fall tones. Nothing too crazy. You could get crazy, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah. So yes, absolutely. Aubergine and oh, that's yours too.
Yeah.
Aubergine and matcha, or aubergine and herb as the start of a palette, for sure. Absolutely. You're definitely onto something. Spang says, I don't always wear a ton of bright colors, but I'm so drawn to light lime. Can you suggest a palette? Absolutely. So light lime is incredibly bright. So I compare this to like a tennis ball, but make it green, right? So mom's got some beautiful light lime in her skirt, and she also had light lime in her poncho. I think one of the things that makes it work here is the ratio of light lime to all these other deeper or more neutral colors.
It's almost like I put it in the center.
So it's a matter of finding some balance, right? So you want this to be an accent color, not a central color.
Unless you want it to be a central color.
She says she don't wear bright colors.
No, I'm saying that would be completely different.
Yeah, that would be a different plan. So if you wanted to do a palette with this, I would do light lime with neutrals. I would go browns. So I would do mousse, cocoa, and espresso. I think that looks really stunning with light lime. It's got a nice fall feel to it. It's got a neutral tone to it, but then you get that nice bright color with the light lime. And you could even add in the almond too. Yeah, because now it feels a bit like a fade, right?
Yes.
So you could do something like that as well. So yes, you have lots of options to still use light lime, even if you're not a bright colored person. Yeah, for sure.
It'll take on whatever is next.
Whatever's around it, for sure. All right. Okay. So I'm glad y'all have been able to see your palettes come together. Let's see. Congrats, Tony. Can't wait to purchase my stash. Thank you, Julia. You're the best. The light lime palette is giving pistachio. So I'm currently working on my Dina Cardi using light lime. I think I'm using mousse and almonds. No, it's not mousse. It's cocoa. Cocoa and almond. And this was giving pistachio. Like when I was looking at it all stitched up, I was like, oh, that's a little sexy, cozy little pistachio moment right there. Oh, I can't wait to finish. I still got to make the sleeves and then pull it all together, but I'm almost done. But yes, the light lime can have kind of a pistachio feel to it if that's what you're going for. Famira said, my cart is bananas right now. Just make sure you use that code, girlfriend. Okay. And then one more for her. She said, can I see grape, light lime, grape melange, and aubergine together? So grape, light lime, aubergine, or grape melange and aubergine. There you go. Ooh. You are definitely onto something. That is bold. And I love it. Light lime with grape is like, this is so good.
That right there together is amazing.
This is amazing. Which one? Iron?
Yes.
Yes. Look at that. So that is grape, iron, and light lime. You want something, boo-boo? Okay, so that has been super duper fun. Just a quick reminder, make sure you're using that code HP2025 is the code. HP2025. And that's going to give you 20% off of your cart. Okay. Now, as we bring this to a close, I did want to share with you a very special announcement. So some time ago, I asked in a YouTube video what you would want to see in like the perfect set of crochet hooks. And I took all of your feedback into mind. And I'm excited to share with you that Hobbii and I have partnered for a set of traditional and Tunisian crochet hooks. So I would love to share those with you now. We're going to start with the traditional crochet hooks. So they come in this nice like canvas style case. You can see we've got some of our lovely like signature watermarks going on. Really, really beautiful case. I would definitely recommend putting like some stain stick or something on there if you're a little bit messy like me. And then it's got a really satisfying zipper. If you're into that, I love the zipper. It's the little things. And then on the inside, we have these really gorgeous hooks. So if you take a look, we've got a nice rosy copper going on for the body of the hook. And then for the handle, we went for this really kind of like luscious, fresh bottle green. Absolutely stunning. And they've got like a nice kind of like velvety feel to the handle. So they're really comfortable. And the handle itself, instead of being round, it's a little bit more like an oval shape. So it sits more naturally in the hand. We do have thumb rests for all of these, and the sizes go from 3.5 millimeter all the way up to 10 millimeter. Now, I am an inline girly, so of course we had to do inline for the hooks, similar to like your Susan Bates versus your boy. We did not, I can't use a boy hook to save my life. So we went Susan Bates on the hook head, okay? And then for the actual handle, we've got the size engraved, I think it's called debossed because it sits up in the handle right here. And then on the handle, it also says TLYC X Hobbii, just in case you forgot where you got these hooks from. So those are the traditional crochet hooks. Absolutely adore these. But my pride and joys, my babies, the ones that I agonized over for months. I was like, we have to get these, right? These are the Tunisian crochet hooks. So we've got a nice light blue case and our signature little scribbles going on, little TL yarn crafts on the front. I'm glad I got that new logo, girl, because we're using it now. So this is the Tunisian crochet hook case. And again, nice satisfying zipper, and you open it up and voila. Oh my gosh. So same lovely rosy copper as the traditional hooks, Susan Bates hook heads. We do have a thumb rest on these, a little tricky to see, but kind of instead of a traditional Susan Bates hook that kind of has like a pressed thumb rest, here we have it's more like a notch, like a smooth notch has been taken out where the thumb goes, so it doesn't throw off your gauge or anything like that. We've got 3.5 millimeter up to 10 millimeter as well. We took out the 6.5 millimeter and put in a 7 millimeter just to give you some more options as far as gauge. Now, when it comes to the cords, really, really happy with the cords. Pepperoni. So we've got a metal cord with a plastic housing. So what that does is make these cords where they don't kink and they don't curl up a ton. They get nice and straight as you use them, and also they don't kink up. And the nicest thing about them is they are swivel cords. Yay! So you're going to get 4 cords in there. I think there's like 2 24-inch and 2 32-inch. And then you're going to get stoppers, connections, keys, all that good stuff. Now with these as well, you can use these with any of your Knitter's Pride cords. So if you have Knitter's Pride Knit Pro, the Sorella hooks, Lantern Moon, the mindful cords, all of those work with these. It's interchangeable with all those different cords. So if you need a really, really long one, you can use one for any of those sets. So these will be available. So both sets, the traditional crochet and the Tunisian crochet, will be available on Monday, November 3rd. So you don't have to wait too long. I wanted to let you know today because I know y'all gonna be spending your money. So make sure you put a couple dollars away for November 3rd as well. And look out for those. I'm super excited to share these. Y'all gave me so much great feedback about what the case should look like, what colors you want, how long the hooks need to be, like all those little details that you can only get from years and years of crochet. And I have distilled that down into these 2 beautiful sets. Now, as far as prices, those are still being worked out to accommodate tariffs and all the material costs and shipping and all of that. So once I have the prices, I will absolutely let you know. But in the meantime, make sure you stack your chips. They're going to be available from Hobbii on November 3rd. Look out for that, okay? I want to thank y'all so much for being part of the relaunch of Happy Place. I am so obsessed with these colors, and it's been a arduous process to get these made, but I'm so grateful that we took the time that we did because I'm really, really happy with the palette. the final yarn is gorgeous. I've got so many ideas, so many ideas.
Yes.
But I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning. Make sure you go get your happy place. Use code HP2025 for 20% off, and then put your money away for them hooks. Okay.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for hanging. Have a beautiful day and a fabulous weekend. And if you're at Rhinebeck, please enjoy it. I ain't gonna be there.
We're not gonna be there.
As you can see, we are at home. So we're not gonna be there this year, but we will see you next year for sure. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful day.
Bye now.
Bye. And there we go.